Good afternoon, sports fans. Forgive my appearance today. I got a little too intimate with my razor and bit off more than I could chew, if you will. NFL picks. We got some good games this weekend. Really good games for bettors, right? And let's be honest, one of the reasons we watch football is because of gambling. It's not the driving force behind football, but it's certainly a great influence. All right. So you know I like underdogs. I love home underdogs, but I'm going to take points even on the road. One thing I like to do is bet what's called teasers. For those who are not initiated in the nuances of sports betting, a tease is you bet more than one game. Let's say you're betting 3 teams, each get 6 points. The spread is 6 points, right? You're betting on 3 underdogs, each of them are getting 6 points. You bet a tease, you get an extra 6 points. So instead of getting 6 points in each one of those games, you're getting 12 points in each one of those games. Now, why would Vegas or your fantasy football, your betting football app let you do that? Because they pay you less for it, right? So the return on a bet when you tease it is a fraction of what it would be if you bet the normal spread. So what's the appeal on that? The appeal is you want the extra 6 points because points are gold in the NFL. And if you can get 12 points, there's a very good chance you're going to cover because very few teams win by 14 points anymore or more. The margin of victory is very small and it's shrinking. So we're going to go with some underdogs. I like a particularly, there are a couple teases I like. If you want to go three team tease, I would go Falcons +3, which means Falcons +9 at home against Los Angeles Chargers. Falcons, Bears, Rams. Falcons, Bears, Rams. Okay? Why the Rams? The Bears I've gone over before. The Bears are the home team, warm weather team. Miami going up north to play Chicago, no good. Miami second straight home game. I think Chicago has an excellent chance to just win the game straight. But if you're gonna get 4 points, that's huge. If Miami wins by 3, you still cover, you still win the bet. So, I like the Rams. Okay, so 3-team tease is Falcons, Bears, Rams. Rams are getting 4 points, I believe, at Tampa, right? The great Tom Brady, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As you know, Tampa and Tom Brady have struggled mightily this year. A lot of people attribute that to Brady's divorce from Gisele Bündchen. That's not the reason. The reason is Tom Brady's not as committed as he used to be. The offensive line is in shambles, and there's a lack of communication. Now, the divorce might not be as profound a contributor as some people say, but Brady's not as invested as he used to be. And that was the hallmark of Tom Brady, right? It wasn't that he was the most gifted player in the world. It's that he was the most dedicated player in the world. And he would do anything to win. And nothing got in his way, including his marriage, which is why he's getting divorced. But he's clearly not invested the way he used to be. So, Sean McVay, the coach of the Rams have done well against Brady and the Buccaneers. They beat him in the NFC Championship last year. And they're getting 4 points. And the Buccaneers have no one to block Aaron Donald, who's still the best defensive lineman in football, a game wrecker. So Cooper Kupp is playing. Cooper Kupp for the Rams is playing. As you know, he's a force. He's a machine. I don't know what else to say. I'm not sure if he's the best player in the league, the best wide receiver in the league, a fantasy football god, whatever he is. That white boy can play. So Falcons, Bears, Rams, tease that shit up, 6 points. You can get more than 6 points, but then the return on your investments shrinks exponentially. So I would say those 3 teams, if you want to get very exotic with your betting, take those 3 teams and then I would add the Seattle Seahawks. They're playing at Arizona. They're getting 2 points. They're a better team than Arizona. Kyler Murray, the Cardinals quarterback, has not been the same player since he signed this new contract. I don't know if that's complacency. I don't know if it's because of that insulting clause they put in his contract where he has to study more film every week. That's really fucked up when you think about it. You're telling a quarterback, here, we trust you with this $200 million, but we don't trust you to study film. So there's something going on. I don't know if it's the coach, Cliff Kingsbury. I don't know what it is, but there's a disconnect. There's a fissure within that organization, and they're falling apart, in my opinion. DeAndre Hopkins is back. That's a good bonus for the Cardinals, but James Conner's always injured. They're just inconsistent. You know, who are their great weapons? Rondale Moore, Eno Benjamin. All right, Zach Ertz is a hell of a tight end, but you know, it's DeAndre Hopkins. So, anyway, Rams, Bears, Falcons, and Seahawks. Tease that shit. Get as many points as you can. In each one of those games, you'll be getting at least 8 points. And I think that's it. That's money in your pocket, brother. Couple other games I'm looking into. The Washington Commanders getting, I believe, 2.5 points from the Vikings. The Vikings are clearly the better team, but again, it's not who you play. It's when and where you play them. And I think the Vikings are due for a letdown. My only fear with Washington Commanders, Generals, Senators, whatever the fuck they're called, the team formerly known as the Redskins, yeah, they're falling apart. And Daniel Snyder, the team owner, the team racist, the team everything, is considering selling the team. It's funny how these guys get in trouble, these tycoons get into trouble, and they have to unload their franchises, and they make billions of dollars. Like, that's some kind of punishment. But happened with Donald Sterling in the NBA, Daniel Snyder. There's some real scumbag owners out there, but what are you going to do? What do we care? We just want to make the money. Who's next? I think that's it. If I got anything else, I'll update. But again, we like, for teases, if you're going to bet one game, bet the Falcons, I would say, and bet the Bears. Okay? But if you're going to tease it up, remember, Seattle, Atlanta, Chicago, Los Angeles. That's a good 4-team tease right there. If you want to throw in a fifth, like I said, you can go maybe the Colts, maybe the Commanders, yeah, Rams. So anyway, I'll be back later with some more picks. And yeah, let's make some money, dude. And I'm keeping record of this, all right? So each week I'm gonna say, look, this is how we're doing. You want to make that money? Let's make the money.